Just a few decades ago, this place was inhabited by fishermen and pearl collectors. But it all changed in the 1960s when they discovered large deposits of oil. And what you see today is the luxurious Abu Dhabi that wants to be one of the best capitals in the world. So let's take a look at life in Abu Dhabi, the oil-rich capital of UAE. Number 7. Abu Dhabi is the capital of UAE. Abu Dhabi is the capital of United Arab Emirates, and also the second most populous city there, second only to Dubai. While Dubai catches tourists for the wide variety of luxurious services it offers, Abu Dhabi has emerged as more of a business hub centered around oil and infrastructure. Almost two-thirds of the $400 billion economy of UAE runs because of Abu Dhabi. This doesn't mean that Abu Dhabi has not created its tourists, as the people who come here are always left awestruck at attractions such as the beautiful Grand Mosque and the new Ferrari World. It occupies 87% of the entire territory it owns, 95% of the country's oil production, and accounts for about two-thirds of the roughly $400 billion. The core of the city is a wedge-shaped island connected to the mainland by the bridges. The wide end of the wedge forms the city center for the Kurdish Promenade, running along the coast. The city features modern skyscrapers and opulent shopping malls, large garden parks, and green boulevards all lined in the city streets. Number 6. Abu Dhabi is the city of pearls. Why? Abu Dhabi was just a coastal town thriving off the money made from the pearls. The shallow Arabian Gulf waters provided an ideal environment for pearling because oyster beds were shallow enough for divers to reach. More than 1,000 boats would go out to look for pearls 420 days at the beginning of the summer. To return only in September, eventually the pearl industry came to an end because Japan learned to cultivate artificial pearls luckily. Everything changed in 1958 when oil was discovered, and it is from this period that the development of the modern Abu Dhabi begins in 1971. 7 kingdoms united into one state of the UAE. Abu Dhabi became the capital, and Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan became the first president. Today, Abu Dhabi holds 9% of the world's proven oil reserves and 5% of the world's natural gas. You'll see the headquarters of numerous oil companies in the city, like ADNOC, which stands for Abu Dhabi National Oil Company. It's one of the world's largest energy companies, but it's not just oil. They have full-scale industrial complex cement plants, pipe rolling plants, and building materials factories. Much more populations growing fast in 2013. It was 921,000 in 2018. It was already 1,450,000 locals, make up just about 20% of the population. The rest are foreigners. Number 5. An ideal place for job holders of the world. While highly skilled professionals that mostly come from Europe and the US get high salaries, regular jobs don't really pay that much. Say a taxi driver makes about $600 to $800 a month, but it's still a lot of money for people coming from Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nigeria, and Uganda. Gerald. Number 4. 2030 Economic Vision Plan of Abu Dhabi. The country is now implementing in the Abu Dhabi 2030 Economic Vision Plan. Part of that plan is to grow local professionals that would be able to compete with the PATs for high-ranking positions. The goal is to replace 75% of managers and engineers with UAE nationals by 2030. So they know that education is paramount. There's a number of international schools, including government-sponsored. New York University, Masdar Institute of Science and Technology, and others. Abu Dhabi has a hot desert climate and it never rains well. Number 3. Marvel at the beauty of the Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque. Possibly one of the most well-known and certainly most photographed sites in Abu Dhabi, A visit to the Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque is not to be missed. With an amazing sense of calm on entering the building, you can't help but be struck by the magnificence and beauty of shimmering reflections, delicate artistry, and regal grandeur. Although audio guides are available, my recommendation to get the most out of your visit to the mosque is to join one of the free walk-in tours run by friendly, knowledgeable locals that take place every day. If you ask me where to go to uncover some of the world's greatest cultural treasures, you may be surprised to find Abu Dhabi on that list. But with a wealth of experiences categorized by UNESCO as important intangible heritage traditions, the UAE capital provides plenty of opportunity to discover a side of the city you never knew existed. Number 2. Traditions and culture of Abu Dhabi. Islamic influence, Abu Dhabi continues to attract tourists from all around the globe. The government has invested heavily in this sector by providing the tourists with large parks and many facilities. However, all of this is embedded deep within the Islamic culture that prevails in Abu Dhabi. People with multiple nationalities and background come to Abu Dhabi to work and on a vacation, and they're welcomed as long as they don't jeopardize the harmony there. The Arabic pride. The Arabs are known to be fierce from historic time. War was glorified in the pre-Islamic period, and as the course of time went on, the wars became extinct. The Arabs still consider themselves the pioneer of swordsmanship and bravery. The sight of Arab youth drifting around their expensive cars is very common in Abu Dhabi, but never at the cost of anyone else's safety. One might judge them to be very extravagant at the hand sight, but they're utterly generous in terms of charity and very religious as well. Codes of conduct. It's not very common to see people in Lamborghinis and Ferraris blaring out music in Abu Dhabi because it would be considered rude. At best, the rich ones rev up their engine, and that's to communicate with another person in a luxurious car. Arab men avoid touching women, so handshakes are often replaced by a salam, Islamic salutation, with the hand on their heart. Cultural heart. Abu Dhabi has been termed as the cultural heart of the United Arab Emirates. Desert safaris, belly dancing, and Arabic poetry are some of the main points in the culture of UAE. The Arabs have prided themselves to be the best poets of the world in historic times, and rightfully so. Arabic calligraphy is also an art that is extensively taught to anyone who is willing to learn it. The dress. Many local dress traditionally. Men in their full-length shirt dress, dish dasha, with a white or red checkered headdress, gutra. The women wear a black abaya, a long black robe, and a headscarf, shayla. Number 1. Cuisine of Abu Dhabi. The cuisines that are offered in Abu Dhabi are virtually limitless, from Italian to Indian. One can have any type of cuisine there, and this is an integral part of the culture of Abu Dhabi. While the fancy restaurants are all right and good, but the real fun begins when the local food comes up on the scene. If one is staying in Abu Dhabi for a short period of time, it's best advised to eat the local street food one gets there. Here are a few dishes that are lip-smacking tasty. Haris. This traditional dish is made out of meat, wheat, and salt. The meat completely breaks down and mixes with the wheat when the cooking is over. It's a special dish that's made usually because of some occasion like a wedding or maybe in Ramadan. The fun part is that cooking haris includes putting the ingredients in a clay pot and burying it in the ground with a hot coal to cook. Makbuz. This dish is simple meat and rice. A blend of spices add to the taste of the dish. The meat here can be that of lamb, chicken, shrimp, etc. Onions, mashed potatoes, and many more ingredients find a place here. Salona. Salona is basically a meat soup that combines the nutrition of vegetables and meat together. A lot of vegetables and spices are used in the making. Tomato paste finds an application here too. Madruba. Seafood is one cuisine that is almost endless in Abu Dhabi because of the rich fishing industry there. There are fishes of almost every color and shape that can be cooked in multiple ways. Madruba is usually cooked with spices, flour, and the addition of a bit of salt, called malay. Malay is a delicacy, and the fish is rinsed thoroughly in the beginning so the dish isn't as salty as one may think. Madruba is eaten with flat bread there, and the best part about it is that it melts in the mouth. Lugamat. Lugamat is basically fried balls of dough covered in date syrup. Their visuals may fool one into thinking that they're gulab jamun, but they're better. Lugamat uses saffron and rose water as ingredients too. The lugamat are a delicate and light food. Street food. The street food of Abu Dhabi ranges from falafel to shawarma. Every street food there is made in a way that it proves to be a bang for the buck. And even the dishes one gets for AED3 can give a beautiful dash of spices, meat, and mayonnaise. Do let us know in the comments if you have visited Abu Dhabi or not. Please subscribe to Travel the World. Thanks for watching.